have a ton of orders going out right now. Good morning, guys. We're starting off the vlog by dropping off some packages. So if you guys purchased a hoodie or t-shirt from our recent drop, check out for your mail this week because it should arrive. And let me know how you guys like it. What? But yeah, we're about to head to the shop right now and probably get to working on the FRS because I really want the FRS to be running real good soon because we already got the Evo running. And I'm pretty sure this is month 4 of building the FRS. This should have been like a 1 or 2 week project, but it turned into a couple month project because the car was sitting so long and everything literally went wrong on it. And we're still dealing with some problems right now, so I'll go over it when we're at the shop. So I'll catch you guys when we're there. Wow, this is a rare sight. All 3 cars in the shop at once. All right, guys, we are now at the shop. It's time to get jamming on the FRS. So if you guys watched the previous videos, then you guys will know that we ran into some issues with this car. For one, it's breaking up in the high RPMs. I'm seeing that cylinder 1 is misfiring from the data log. And so we think that it could be the spark plugs or the ignition coils because I have already gotten my injectors clean, both direct injectors and port injectors. So the only thing left that could be wrong is the spark plugs and injector coils. But I just went ahead and stopped by Toyota and I picked up some new spark plugs for the motor. Since this car is a Subaru, you guys would know that spark plugs are super hard to do. Thank you, babe. Super hard to do on this car. Instead of spark plugs being up top like every single motor, like the SR20 on my S13 or the 4G63 on the Evo, spark plugs on Subarus are on the side. So you have to take all this stuff off to reach the spark plugs. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm only gonna put in 1 spark plug on cylinder 1, which should be that cylinder right there. First cylinder closest to the passenger seat. So we're gonna go ahead and get them swapped out, pull out the plug and see if that fixes our issue. And we also have a really weird and very loud rattling noise with this car when we're driving it. So I'll probably get this thing on jack stands, then have Cheryl sit in the driver's seat, rev it a few times, see if we can replicate that noise again, and then fix the rattling because it's insanely loud and it sounds like my car is about to break. At first it sounded like rod knock, but then I realized it's not. Rod knock is way too loud to be rod knock. So let's go ahead and get to work on the FRS. Here we go, baby. This is the culprit. Look at how dirty this plug is. Oh my god. It definitely looks like it needs a new one. Alright, fresh new plug going back in. Look at the comparison. Keep in mind, this is only 20,000 miles versus a new one. Alright boys, we got the spark plugs all swapped out and I got the car on jack stands now. I'm going to be starting this thing up and see if I can find out what the rattling issue is. Right now, I'm almost positive it's the exhaust because I can't think of anything else that could be rattling. And parts of the exhaust is almost close to touching each other, if not touching each other. So we're just gonna give it a few revs after it's warmed up and see where the noise is coming from. But listen to this cold start though. Did we do something wrong? That's interesting. No start? What the? Let's see if there's a check engine light for anything. No check engine lights. That took quite some time. Oh my god. Let's see how it's running. Check to see if we have any misfires. No misfires right now. Okay, we'll let this thing warm up and then see where all the noise is coming from. This thing sounds pretty gnarly though. The car's somewhat warm now and we have no misfires. Let's give it a few revs to see if that changes. You hear that noise? There's that clanking noise I was talking about. Babe, can you do me a favor? Can you go give the cars a few revs? I'm gonna get under the car and see if we can find out what the issue is. Let's see if we can see it from up here. Go ahead. More. Give it like blips of it. Sounds like it's backside. Oh, it's coming from back here. Do it again. Huh, where the hell is that coming from? Do it again. Do it again. Okay, I think it's coming from the turbo area. One more time. One more. One more. One more. What the fuck? Where's that coming from? One more. Okay, stop. One more. One more. Oh, okay. It's coming from somewhere over here. One more. I think it's coming from under the manifold, to be honest. One more. Is it the injectors? One more. Look at that. It's misfiring like crazy on cylinder 1. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. We definitely got some serious issues going on. And at the same time, cylinder 1 is still misfiring. So it could really potentially be something bad that's related to the internals. I literally don't know what it could end up being. So we're gonna wait until my homie Ruben can pull through and help me figure out what this issue is. Man, this was supposed to be a somewhat easy install. Now it turned into something terrible. Terrible. We're gonna leave this thing aside and not touch it at all. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get to working on the Evo. Now, I am probably going to be selling this Evo in the future, near future actually. So we're gonna go ahead and make it look nice and get it ready for the next owner. We're gonna start out today by repainting parts, bits and pieces of the engine bay to make it look a lot better, like the valve cover. It has on like this cheap rattle can spray paint that's already like flaking off everywhere. So we're gonna take this off, strip it of the paint, and we're also gonna paint this charge pipe right here. So we gotta remove the blow-off valve, remove all the clamps and everything, pull it off. And we're also gonna have to restore these headlights a little bit. They got some paint under from the last owner. They got some scratches. It's on both sides actually. Yeah, this side's a lot worse. Has more scratches on it. I can't believe the bolts holding in the gasket are Phillips flatheads. That is so crazy to me. charge pipe and valve cover is now off. Look how disgusting this is. You could see all the layers of paint that was on here. There's yellow, there's black, and then the OEM red. They didn't even bother to strip this thing off before painting it. No wonder why it flaked off like crazy. Okay, let's go ahead, take this thing home back to my house, and then we can put on some paint remover, let this thing shrivel up, wash it off, and then we can get to spraying. Babe, what color do you think would go good in the engine bay?
Pink.
Okay. Enough with the pink, okay? The car is white, engine bay is like orange red.
Pink.
Okay, we can't ask her. We know what the answer is gonna be, but I'm thinking about what? What color? Pink. Okay, I'm gonna just ignore my girlfriend, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint everything white with some pearl in it. I think it'll look dope, especially since the rest of the car is white. That'll give it a nice little contrast in the engine bay, and it won't look bad with the orange engine bay either. I'm honestly debating if I should paint the intake too, but I think the intake is covered when we put on the charge pipe, so I'm leaning more towards no. Is there anything else here that I could paint? I'm gonna probably paint this too, get rid of all the overspray. I also just went ahead and removed both headlights, and we're gonna refinish these also, but I noticed that these are dirty on the inside. That's not just the lens, and these were opened up before to get blacked out, so we're gonna try to open up the lens right now, take off the lens, re-clear those, and probably clean up the inside and repaint them if need be. I'm gonna see if I can use it, if I can take it apart with just a heat gun, and if that doesn't work, then we might have to throw these in the oven, but praying that these will open because they're not fully sealed, so that's a good sign. Okay, there we go. So it came off with the little trim piece that we were trying to clean, so let's try to take this off. Oh, that was easy. There we go. We got it separated. So this we're gonna re-clear, and this, I think we should just be able to clean it up. Let me grab a microfiber and see if I can wipe all this gunk off. Oh yeah, it comes right off. We won't have to repaint this at all. Look at that, that's after one wipe. Most of the dust is gone. Oh my God, this is gonna look so much better. We're now at my house now. I have the valve cover and the little charge pipe all laid out. Now the charge pipe only has one layer of paint, so I think I can just sand this and then shoot over this. But the valve cover has literally 3 freaking layers of paint, so we're gonna do some little paint stripping. I bought this can of aircraft paint remover. It says strips to bare metal in 45 minutes, so today we're gonna test this out. I've painted valve covers before and I used this and it works perfectly, so hopefully it's the same this time. So let's shake this up and get it onto the valve cover. Let's get this stuff everywhere. Make sure it soaks on real good. Alright, it's been about 30 minutes and this is how it looks now. Everything is all bubbly. Let's see if it peels off. Doesn't peel off a lot, so we're gonna hit it with another round. Second layer is on and you can see a lot of the yellow now, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna hit it with my pressure washer and see how much of that we could take off. Guys, after 5 or 6 rounds of stripping, this is how much I managed to get off. There's still some in the inside cover recessed areas, but don't worry, there's going to be a little cover that goes over that, so we don't have to worry about that. I taped up all of the places that needed to be taped up. Now we got it all wiped down and we're ready to spray some primer. I'm gonna hit it with this VHT high temperature primer, and I got the charge pipe sanded off and wiped down and completely ready to spray. So let's go ahead and shoot it with some primer. All right, time for the white base coat. Alright boys, flash forward a few days. I went ahead and let the paint dry. I slapped in the valve cover and the charge pipe into the Evo, and it looks so freaking good already. Look at that. Dude, this looks way better than the plastic valve cover before. And I added this little AM sticker to throw in a little color in the engine bay. Tell me that doesn't look good. It literally looks like the engine bay belongs there, even though it's another color, but since it's white, it matches. And I went ahead and slapped on the headlights. A lot better. Don't worry, they're a little dusty and they have some fingerprints, but look, no more dirt inside the headlights. There's no more deep scratches on the headlights now. This thing is solid. I'm going to be selling this car for, I haven't decided on the price yet, but I'll go ahead and throw it up right here. So if you guys are interested in buying this car, it's a 2004 Evo 8 RS model, so that means that this is the most race car model. It's the lightest car, and it doesn't have the stuff that is necessary. So the windows are manual crank windows, and I think there's a few other things, but that's all I can think about right now. But yeah, hit me up if you guys are interested in buying this thing. I'm planning on picking up another car, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. But yeah, it's running super nice now. I had my homie Ruben at Elevated Motorsport go through the whole car and fix everything that needed to be fixed. So now she's in tip-top shape and ready for you guys to take her home. So if you guys want it, hit me up. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog right here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I don't know if you guys can notice, my camera is back. I've been waiting for about 3 or 4 weeks. I've been vlogging on another camera and the quality hasn't been as nice as this camera, and I'm so pumped to get this thing back and make some fire content for you guys. So like always, guys, give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet, and let me know, what car do you think I'm picking up to replace the Evo 8?
Hello Kitty car.
Excuse me? I already got this pink and purple machine right here. Alright y'all, until next time, peace out.